Live from racing's last great Coliseum, Fox Sports welcomes you, and the sounds you'll hear reverberating will echo. It's a universal language of great competition. You're so close here, you can almost inhale the action. And on this St. Patrick's Day, which driver will feel the luck of the Irish going around this half mile for 500 laps?
Please welcome NASCAR legends Richard Petty, Kyle Petty, Richard Childress, and Joe Gibbs.
1, 2, 3.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Boogity.
Boogity.
Boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Let's go cruise the concrete.
Gotta love you some DW. He loved this place.
And it loved him.
Didn't take any time at all. As soon as he got around Blaney, pounced on
Bump and run, turn 3, car on the wall.
William Byron.
Keep it up there if you can.
Well, he had a lot of help. No caution.
And while all that was happening, Denny Hamlin's taking the lead.
He's struggling up there.
Yep.
He's up in the marbles, having trouble getting it down.
Byron has damage. Here's a look at it, lower right.
3 wide. I think Belt got into Logano just ever so slightly. Then I think he got in the marbles up off of 4, and he got down to the next corner and didn't have any grip in his tires. See, the part of the wall is what that is.
That toe link's broke on the right rear.
And Byron has come to pit road as we stay green.
And these boys.
Tyler Reddick, who did not stop, goes around, and we have
stacking up behind him.
2.
Big time stack up here, guys.
Yep, Corey LaJoie is in it. AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Hemrick, Carson Hocevar, and more.
Clearly his tires didn't take off near as good. You can see him slipping around. Bubba gets on his outside before, hit him once, hit him twice. That was a combination of didn't have the real estate on the exit, had him the 4 car on his left rear. Then Zane Smith hits him on the inside.
Tyler Reddick gets turned around, and they pile up in the back.
We don't know if it's better in the booth. There's 8 cars off the pace.
From second, big time problem.
Regan.
Like 2 laps ago, he came on the radio, said the right rear is gone completely. His spotter, Derek Nealon, also just trying to give him updates on where to run. Nobody knows where to run right now.
Blaney going for the lead on Hamlin. As we get toward the end of stage 1, he's got it. But look at Ty Gibbs has climbed all the way to second place.
Man, it doesn't stop there. They are really stacking up behind them. You're talking
Gibbs
6
to the
or 7
lead.
of all of them right here in a row. You could throw a blanket over them.
Yeah, and this is all whose car's not wearing the tires the most, and who can keep the tires on the cars. We see Austin Cindric probably have the same problem that we're talking about with Kyle Busch. He's got something that's just completely wore out and just nursing it to the end of this stage.
Buescher takes 3rd from Keselowski.
Denny Hamlin in a wall off of 3. Turn 3.
And a spin in turn 2, and it's Kyle Busch.
And it's down. The right rears finally blew out on him. I don't think he's the only one. Denny Hamlin was in trouble getting into 3. We're going to go
Kyle
backwards.
Busch becomes the next caution at lap 123.
Check this out, Kevin.
Slowly pull down. They'll start splitting to the top here.
You can see his right rear down. He was in trouble. William Byron gets into him, tags the wall just a little bit. Unbelievable tire wear we're seeing.
Now, that was not the caution. Hamlin getting into the wall in 3.
No, it was the other flat tire. Kyle Busch in 2.
Kyle Busch going around in turn 2 is the reason for the... Look, there's no tire left on that right rear.
It's just wearing through all the tread down through the cords, and finally it just, blows air out the cords.
Ty Gibbs is going to get his first career stage win in the NASCAR Cup Series.
I just talked to Greg Stucker with Goodyear. He said we have enough for each team to have a set. That's 144 tires. We're just waiting for NASCAR to give Goodyear the green light that these teams can come over and get a set, but they want to be prepared, so they're working on it now. They've been doing it for about 10 minutes. We'll get you a shot here momentarily, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie.
Look at that tire.
That's a busy place,
Well, Ty Gibbs had the best car at the end of the last stage, so he's in a
crash. Turn 4. Daniel Hemrick up and against the wall. Zane Smith with him, and Ricky Stenhouse put us under caution.
I think you're seeing them off of 2 here. They start stacking up around Zane Smith, checking up in front of him as well. And then Stenhouse gets into McDowell there, slides up into, well, he bounces off another one. I think he had some damage in front of his car from what happened in turn 2, and the rest is history. Another caution. I don't think that was on purpose. I think his front end was off. Shot him all over the place. He was along for the ride.
Here's a look at it. And that causes one of the behind the wall guys to drop over the wall to try to retrieve it. And then as he leaves, either the jackman or tire changer got upended. And now he is back in.
He's got the fastest car and seems like the best car on the tires. And he's decided that he's going to go and push the pace until he gets the track position that he needs and suffer the consequences at the end of this run in order to get his track position back that he lost on pit road.
He restarted 28th.
Well, that's the only thing he's got to his expense right here. Heck, you might as well go and try to pounce on him, get up there, and then try to slow down, and we'll deal with that when we get there, but we need to get our track position back.
We'll see how much he's got left after he's had to be a little harder on his tires than he wants to be.
Gibbs restarted 28th, and around goes Kyle Busch in turn 2. Caution waves.
Ooh, stepped out from underneath of him. Wait, win all by himself. I see the tires still up.
Yeah, we saw so many guys have trouble with that in qualifying yesterday. They'd run one hard lap in, and then the second lap into turn 3, it would just slide out from underneath them as they go off into the corner.
Bill slid up the racetrack, open the door up. Here comes Logano on the inside. The race is on for the stage end.
Well, Joey Logano knows he needs these points. With as bad as the beginning of his season has started, he needs this stage win and the points to go with it.
Door slam off of 2. Bell's trying to hold him down on the exits, take that exit away from him. Good race for the lead.
6 to go, and Nemechek is there as well. So that staying out did not prosper for either of them. Here we go for the lead. Lap and a half to go in the stage. Ty Gibbs takes it away from Joey Logano.
Rifled that car off into 3.
Little wiggle on exit.
Comes Keselowski, the outside of Logano as well for second place.
And I think he's been right there with Ty Gibbs as he came through the field. When he went by Brad Keselowski, he followed him right through the rest of the pack to the front. But that 54 car is definitely the dominant car.
Ty Gibbs sweeps the stages in Bristol. And NASCAR has now released the extra set of tires that teams brought wheels over to have them mounted on. So that gives them a total of 10 new sets for the race, plus 1 set of scuffed carryovers from qualifying.
Yeah, we just crossed the danger zone. Now the window is there about lap 370, about 5 laps from now, Mike.
Okay.
We're going to get a caution here in the next 5 laps. I'm pretty convinced.
I agree.
Of that.
They're dropping like flies. Here's Harrison Burton way off the pace. There's 3 or 4 of them out here just nursing around. Reddick getting into 3. See him off the pace. Gilliland right behind him. He's having trouble.
Burton way up the racetrack, but stays out because nobody wants to be the caution or cause the caution.
Burton way off the pace in 3 and 4.
Yeah, and it's a game of chicken right now. You don't want to pit because you're hoping that somebody else has the issue as you see him go by Todd Gilliland, and Stenhouse goes around.
Turn 4, Stenhouse and Cindric. That will bring the caution out.
Right in front of the leaders.
12 car, Logano.
Gilliland. And here come the leaders.
I think that's that danger zone we talk about.
That's
Hamlin for the lead. Gilliland gets bumped up high. Everybody jumbles together, and Truex almost stole the lead.
Just about wiped out all 3 of the Gibbs bunch right there. Gilliland, again, as the tires, he's down to the cords and in trouble. That's exactly how the last caution happened. Same car. Look how far Gilliland's off the pace.
And Blaney will pit this time.
The right front tire is completely flat on Ryan Blaney's car.
And they're going to lap Christopher Bell.
Bell's got a flat. I saw the sparks come out of the back of the car.
Yes, right rear flat on Bell. Let's see what happens getting in the 1. It might come around on him. He's got it slowed down.
And he'll make pit road.
Right rear's down. You see that left front up off the ground? That means the right rear's down. That's how stiff and rigid these cars are. There it is. You see it flat. Ty Gibbs way off the pace, off of 2. He's going to come down pit.
He slid way up toward the wall at turn 2. He's got a flat left rear.
Got a fire under the hood.
Yeah, it's brakes on fire. Ty Gibbs got a right rear flat.
This is the craziest race I've ever been a part of. Yeah, me too. Doing great. Doing a really good job here.
Got a pass for the lead. That's exactly what happened. They got together in front of Denny, slipped up. He had to make an adjustment. Boom, Truex takes the lead. They're 2 wide, right in front of them. Denny Hamlin back to the outside.
And it's going to come at the most ill-handling part of the run, and it's going to be worse for the guys in front of them than it is for them.
Look at the cars in front of them. Chastain, Bubba Wallace on the outside.
Chastain trying to stay on the lead lap.
Denny moved his car. Bubba, get out of my way. Sorry, I own that thing.
Well, Wallace is 3 laps down.
Coming around here to 1 to go. This is just what the doctor ordered. It's exactly what Denny Hamlin wanted to see.
White flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Nursing around here.
Works around the outside of Chase Briscoe. And by about 12 car lengths, Denny Hamlin is going to win Bristol.
2 in a row here.
My man.
A winner here last fall. And he wins on the return to spring concrete. We're shooting off fireworks, but I think we've had 500 laps of them.